Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel. I'm not in the habit of getting too deep and searching out for footage of pre-release games such as Destiny, but you know, on this occasion I had to make an exception, man, because Destiny is a game that I know I am going to get and I know I'm going to enjoy, and I've got a whole heap of friends to play with straight away, so it's all good. And yeah, I just hooked up some footage courtesy of IGN in relation to their raid mission and their nightfall missions, which are co-op based as well, which is far different from the bog standard, dare I call it, strike missions that we were playing on the beta. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just so looking forward to that. I've switched my order from the bog standard to the limited edition. It's going to cost me 90 quid, but you know, what can I tell you? It's just going to be worth the money. Which leads me on to my next subject, which is pre-orders. Now, many videos ago, I stated that I wasn't going to jump on the pre-order bandwagon because I wanted to know that it would be a game that I would enjoy playing before I pre-order it. I would have to at least play a demo of the game to make an informed decision, and I've kind of reneged on that to some degree. With a game simply called Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter, which is not really my number one choice of game. I haven't been a COD veteran. I'm not a COD veteran. It's not the type of games I play, that or Battlefield. I like Battlefield over Call of Duty. I play Battlefield online more than I do Call of Duty, and you know, it's good in one way, it's not good in other ways. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not really the one to make such a discerning difference between the two because I haven't played the two as long as some veteran has. You know what I'm saying? But for a first-person shooter virgin, I like Battlefield. Battlefield's got more grit to me. But anyway, I digress. The whole pre-order thing where I'm literally pre-ordering games because, okay, it's the next big AAA title, and actually paying over the odds for them, like £90, which kind of gives reason as to the reason why Sony brought down the price of the PlayStation, because with the price of the games that's coming out right now, you know, including the season pass, including the pre-order bonus and what have you, where you're gonna have to pay a little bit more anyway, it's gonna weigh more than £50, £60, £80, £90. Even with the Ghost edition of Destiny, it's gonna cost £150. That's like half a freaking console, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like, you know, I'm not a person to tell a person how to spend their money, but from my standpoint, I want to buy games that it's going to have a replayability factor in it. And I know Destiny, for one, is going to be one of those games. I look at Call of Duty now and Battlefield and realize that it's going to be a biannual or a triannual release, you know, and with FIFA, it, you know, it falls into that category. It's just a different genre for me. Please tell me what you think of the whole pre-order phenomenon, the pre-order bandwagon that I, with no shame, is jumping on, and I'm sure a lot of other people have been jumping on as well. I had an interesting conversation with one of my friends, and he basically said, well, you know, these guys have to prove themselves to me that their games are worth my money. You know, but it's kind of hard when you just gauge it off other people's experiences. Do you know what I'm saying? Because other people can play it and hate it, but then you might pick it up at a friend's house and you just enjoy it, you know? It's the same thing that happened to me with Uncharted. It's like, I'm thinking, what the hell are they really going apeshit over Uncharted? And it wasn't until I actually played the beta for Uncharted 3 that I realized. And there was no going back with that. You know, I bought Uncharted 2 and 1 on the back of that. So sometimes, you know, you just gotta have that hands-on experience for you to know yourself, and sometimes just don't follow what people say because that's their experience. Their experience is not your experience. Okay, and what else? Oh, right. There will be There will be a time in your marital and your common law life where you're in a relationship and you know the relationship is done, it's over, it's finished. You might not say anything to each other, but you know that's on the cards and you know that you're going through the motions. At the moment, that's what I feel about my PS3 right now. And you know, within relationships, you want to give it one last try and say, well, let's stay together for sake of the children. Well, from a gaming context, the children are The Last of Us, Grand Theft Auto 5, Uncharted 3. Because those are more or less the only games I seem to be really playing with any regularity. But now, one of my children is finding his way, namely The Last of Us Remastered, finding its way to the PS4. So the relationship as it stands with the PS3 right now is hanging on a thread. I've had great times with my PS3. No doubt I will still have great times with my PS3, but from a totally retro perspective, which is kind of weird, but it's what it is, you know? And I'm speaking on the eve of The Last of Us Remastered release in the UK, and it's just one of those situations, one of those periods in my gaming life where the inevitability of moving more towards the now current gen console is upon me, and I'm sure upon a lot of other people as well. Grand Theft Auto, I can wait for that. I can wait for that. But The Last of Us, I literally stopped playing it on the PS3 simply to wait for its release on the PS4. And it's going to drop within 24 hours. So I want to thank you, PS3, for giving me a whole lot of enjoyment throughout my gaming life over the last 7 years. And I will look towards you with great fondness on a retrospective footing. Yeah, so that's more or less it for me. So I will catch you guys at the next one, where I'm going to start getting into The Last of Us multiplayer deep. And until such time, you know the coup. Whatever the game, whatever the console, whatever the genre, whatever the media, happy gaming. That's what it's about, happy gaming. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And until such time, Megan.